from having to wrestle with this condition. Okay? At 24 years of age, she is remarkably mature for her age. She was able to go off and finish college in 3.5 years. We have a competitive family. Our son finished at 4. Our middle child did 3.5. She competed in athletics and graduated in 3.5, which she thinks is better than her sister.
Without you paying a dime. Without
me paying a dime. That's a little thing you can celebrate, I guarantee you. Sure. But she has,
sorry, girls.
Her life has been deeply impacted on the negative, but there are also things that have been impacted to the positive. Our lives have been impacted to the negative, but there are things that we have gained in the journey that we would have never gained if we hadn't had to make this trip. Okay? And, Kathy and I sitting up late at night wondering what we're going to do and talking. We might not have communicated at as deep a level if we hadn't had to walk on this journey together. Maybe it's made us a little closer. Okay? But, and when I go to hospitals and see folks that are sick in my role as a minister, I know it's made me more sympathetic and understanding of folks that are laying there in the bed and you say, what's wrong? And they say they don't have a clue what's wrong. I understand that now. 15 years ago, I probably didn't understand that nearly as well as I do now. I'm sick, but everybody just thinks I'm crazy. I understand that better now than I ever would have 15 years ago. So I've grown on the journey. I think my wife would tell you she's grown on the journey. Rachel has grown on the journey. Find something to celebrate. Faith, family, advocacy, encouragement. Hold on those things, do those things. There's blessings along the journey. Just sometimes have to look for them a little bit. Okay? And I'm sorry, because I just realized I have switched into my preacher mode, and I've just talked.
No, you're right.
And I told her I wouldn't do that. But not the first time I ever lied to her on accident. But do you have a question for Kathy and I? Like I say, we've kind of, don't ask us a medical question because we just don't know. But if you have a family or what'd you do or why'd you do it, we'll answer that as best we can.
Well, of course I have a question.
Sure,
sure. I talk more than anybody. But there are times when, I guess because we're so loved so much and we feel absolutely helpless. And I guess I do. I probably speak for other people, but while we may feel rah-rah and let's encourage and stuff, at the end of the day we go back and lay on our pillow and just go, I'm totally helpless. I have no idea what to do. No idea what to do next, except rah-rah or when you rah-rah and they go, knock it off. Knock it off.
I think like when they
how
say...
How do you deal with that helpless kind of feeling?
I think you be honest with it. I think when they tell you this stinks, I don't like it, it's not fair, you're right, it's not.
Yeah.
But life's not fair.
Life's tough.
Life's tough.
I think sometimes as a parent we want to fix it. And I've many times, and even still, she's an adult and not living even near our home, and I've talked to her knowing she's having a really rough time, and I lay there thinking, what's her future going to be like, or you do feel helpless. But part of it's because as a parent I want to fix it, and I know I can't. And then I have faith, I know that it's a cycle, and that part is also part of my cycle. Is, I encourage her, and I tell her I wish I could fix it, but I can't. And then I'm encouraged to see. Part of the reason we asked her to tell us her good days is because it helps us to know that there are those good days. That's right, and it is a cycle.
And those of you that are patients, that's probably the loudest thing I want you to hear is when you feel good, share that feeling too.
And these girls, today we have all the girls because our boys, don't want to come yet. But, because we all have boys now that want to be it. But, actually a lot, Excuse
me, I see you down there with everybody else.
his name is Matt, and he's
Okay.
my dad.
Okay.
So, but we use Facebook. We use Facebook a lot,
Oh.
and they all get on Facebook, and they'll tell us when they're having a really bad day or a really good day.
Yeah.
And we love it, because then you can go, she's having a really good day? Oh, Ashley comes to do this, and it's really good. And then you'll say, and then here's Ashley going, I just feel like crap today, and I'm going to bed. And then we all know it's funny. So you can sort of watch them go up and down, which is really nice. I love watching, the Carlys.
You feel like you're not alone.
You didn't feel like you're not alone.
That's
You know,
great.
and we can all respond back real quick with a like or don't like or whatever the thing is, and you just, but it's fun, and it's bonded. I mean, I can tell you, every famous movie star she has talked to in the last 2 months, but it's it's a positive, it's a thing. It's like you said, it's a kind of a thing that.
How many years until, when we first had symptoms, we finally met somebody else who had this condition that we could talk with?
Not until I started working for Sullivan, I don't think.
10 years.
So, no, 12.
We never, we never.
So that's why this is awesome.
Even-
I mean, this is
Part of
this is
keeping a
awesome.
sense of humor even, even the acronym part, you tell someone in high school, well, my daughter has POTS, so you have to be careful. They think you just said she's on POTS.
They think it's slang for diarrhea. That's what they think it is.
Oh,
Well, she's having a pot spell.
Yeah, or they think they're crazy.
Yeah.
They're making it up because they, you look around and they look perfectly normal and healthy and happy and it's
Yeah.
not.
Or if they're having a bad day, well, they're just being lazy or slacker, and it's everything but that.
Exactly.
Well, and Rachel and others with her condition, they don't want to get, I'm going to speak for you, tell me if I'm wrong, but they don't want to go to school, go to work, and just get hammered with what's wrong. So they put on the happy face. But when they get home or get to a safe place, wherever that is, they need to be able to take the happy face off, which kind of seems unfair to us because we miss the happy face. We get the other one. And while my wife still worries about it, my answer is it's Matt's problem now.
I doubt that.
One of the hardest things growing up, he said, he's a pastor of a large church. And so everybody in the church knew all of my business, which was fine. I didn't have a problem with that. But I had a problem going into church on a fairly decent day and having all these big guys come up to me, give me a big old bear hug and be like, how you feeling today? Or on my bad days, I felt like I was letting them down by saying, I had a couple phrases, I'll make it, or I'm doing all right. Because that was enough for me to know that if they just wanted to let me know they care, then they'd say okay and they'd go on to their next person. But if they really care deeply, all right, what's really going on? And so that was something major that went on with that. And then also the happy face. That's something that I always knew I did, but I didn't know the extreme until Matt and I got married. Like he would see me like in downtime before we got married and stuff. But was it like a month after we got married? He was like, dang, you really do fake it during the day. Just because.
Well, because she'd fake it during the day and everybody, hi, how you doing? And then just fall on just like the bed, just like laid there.
But you all see that. But it goes back to that we want and long to have some sense of normalcy, whatever that can be. If that is practically normal to all our friends, then awesome. If that is, you're not completely disabled, then great. And it's always seeking for that normalcy.
It could be like me, and there's just no sense of normal.
But I don't think
I'm not
that's
sure what normal is.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of become Kathy and I's catchphrase for the last 4 or 5 years. Our life has really turned over, and we can't wait for things to get back to normal, but how will we know when we see it?
Exactly.
Been so long since normal showed up, we don't know really what that is. Hey, everybody's life's a journey. Ours just has some extra bumps in it. But you've got some friends, you've got some folks that are willing to be resources. I don't know, we have a 40-foot long porch that faces the sundown in Canton, Texas. Come out there and drink iced tea and watch the sun go down. I mean, just whatever it is you need to do, just do it.
We'll do that in the spring.
Yeah.
Not in January. Road trip. Yeah, exactly.
You guys would be
That's